So, where do we start? Because what a show Evolution was.
That is a question because that has to be the best apart from the Netflix debut. That has to be my favorite show of the year.
Wow.
I no AJ will agree on me because she messaged me a video as well. It was better than Mania.
No, it really was.
It was better than Mania both days.
Absolutely. Like, that main event, even without that cash in, would have been so much better what Cody and John Cena did at WrestleMania.
Yeah, definitely. That has to be match of the year. It's going to be very, very tough to beat that match for match of the year.
I'm trying to think of a match that could be up there apart from last night, and I don't think I can
You
I can
can't.
choose one.
The main event actually main evented. Exactly.
No, exactly. The main event actually main evented. That's what a main event should do. It should wow you.
And that's the thing. They even got like this is wrestling. This is
Yeah, no,
like
exactly. Like
even
Stephanie McMahon, she needs to pat herself on the back.
yeah, definitely. Like all the women last night need a pat on the back, and if this isn't a cry out for do it every single year, then I don't know what is.
No, absolutely, 100%. Like from start to finish, that
Yeah,
PLE is PLE of the year.
yeah. Because it like I even like what like even thinking about it now is giving me chills. Like what Biggie said after the show, he's totally right. Because he said is that sometimes as a wrestling fan, you don't understand why you watch it, and you kind of feel like you want to walk away from it, but then you watch this
No,
and then you
absolutely.
understand why.
But I know you've done it. I've been close to doing it.
Yeah,
Like back in what was it between 2014 and 2019, I said to myself every Monday, every SmackDown, every
yeah,
pay per view as it was called back then. Why do I
yeah,
watch this?
exactly. Like even as a wrestling content creator, and I feel like every wrestling content creator can feel and agree with this as well. I've sat here with zero viewers, with no one talking, no one liking or commenting on my videos. You sit up until 4 o'clock in the morning. The shows are bad, and again, you're thinking because of all those reasons, you're thinking, why am I doing this? But
Yeah,
then,
do you know what? I get that most nights. All the chats in your chats. You know, I think I had about two people who came into my chat last night. That's not Aaron. It's not Jaden. It's not AJ. Just sit there and watch.
I had 15. I ended with 15 people. No, but but again, like I've sat on Twitch, I've sat on TikTok, and I'm like zero viewers and no one's talking and blah. I'm like, why am I doing this? And then again, like Big E, you watch shows like last night and you watch matches like the main event. And you're like, this is why I want to do it.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to. That's better.
But yeah, should we talk about the first match?
Oh, what's Charlie nearly getting RKO'd by a spider?
That was so funny. I was in your life, alright, Jazzle, I'm stuck outside. Evolution is.
Cancelled.
It just breaks. I was like, Jazzle, help. And you're like, what's wrong? What's the matter? And I'm like, there's a spider on my doorstep and I can't get into my house. And Evolution's cancelled until I can get in.
I was like, why didn't you like step on it? And he was like, it'd have done like a Randy Orton, like jump up and RKO me. Oh, do you know, I will
No,
try and find that
that's
clip.
not the match I'm talking about because that was a total one-sided match. Obviously, the Spider one. It was more dominating than Brock Lesnar versus Cena at SummerSlam. I had no chance. But but the match I'm talking about is obviously the triple threat match for the women's Intercontinental Championship between Becky, Lyra, and Bailey.
Bailey, yeah. That match was probably one of the greatest matches. I really enjoyed that. Like, I was obviously expecting Bailey to win. I felt she had a point to prove.
Yeah.
Obviously, Becky retained. I'm not upset about it. You know, it is what it is. I sort of knew she was going to retain. I just wanted to be different. And
No, and
yeah.
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Now, will Becky come out tonight? I'm not going to say it's going to happen.
Stop
And
stealing my ideas, Jazzle. I said this first, and if it happens, you're gonna take all the credit.
let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah. Let Is Becky gonna come out tonight and be like, "Oh, I've beaten everybody there's is to beat," blah 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 blah, and boom, Paige's music hits.
Jazzle, Jazzle.
Yeah.
I said that at about 5 o'clock this morning, mate. I gave you that idea.
I'm not listening to
Stop
this.
stealing my ideas.
So yeah, is that what we're gonna see tonight?
I
I've
hope
muted her.
so.
Can't hear a thing. She's trying to talk over me. It's not working.
My chat will defend me. I said it first.
No, you probably did say it first.
No, because what I said, right, is that firstly, as AJ said in the chat here as well, she said that is a way to put a mid card championship on the map. And
Yeah.
if that match hasn't done that, then I don't know what more the wrestlers can do.
Yeah.
Because now we're like, oh, what a match. And then also we're like, so what is next for Becky? And then,
Yeah. It's like you look at Becky, right, and you're like, well, what is next? Like, you just can't see anything that Becky. Who's she gonna rival?
yeah,
You
and
know.
that's why we kind of come out and said, like, especially after the main event, because obviously when we talk about the Battle Royal, we'll express a bit of not disappointments, but things that we thought may have happened.
Yeah.
And then when one of those ideas didn't happen, we're like, oh, like it didn't put a damper on the show or anything like that, but there was a little bit of deepened disappointment. But then after what happened in the main event, it's kind of like it's clicked. It makes sense now.
No, absolutely. Like when the bell, everyone was in the ring and the bell rang. I was like, oh, okay. I was expecting to see Soraya back.
Mm,
And we sort of went, okay, we were sort of expecting this anyway.
yeah,
You know, we got on with it, we enjoyed it, and when that main event happened, as you said, it just made sense. You
yeah,
know, what a way to put Evolution on the map.
yeah. No, because we both kind of said this in previous podcasts, and like when we do the watch alongs, Evolution needed a talking point, and
It,
boy, have they done that.
no, exactly. It was either going to be a big return or a cash in.
Yeah,
And and
you can agree to this later, but why would we get Naomi first Jade at SummerSlam when Stephanie won? We won't get Naomi
You
and
know
Jade at
what?
SummerSlam.
I'm gonna talk about that when after we talk about the cash in,
Yeah,
because I have some theories what's gonna happen, and Jade and Naomi are pretty much done.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, again, it's like we said Evolution needed a talking point, and that would be a AJ Lee or Saraya, aka Paige, return, or it would be a cash in. I'm like, well, would Naomi cash in on Tiffany so she can face Jade at SummerSlam? And that was the route we were believed it would go down. But
Yeah, like it sort of makes sense because having Jade beat Naomi last night sort of like was an Easter egg.
yeah,
That is over, you know. World heavyweight, sorry, women's world champion, not the universal champion.
yeah,
You know, their fuse is done now.
yeah,
It's going to get boring if we keep going week after week. Let's
yeah,
just move over to Raw.
yeah,
But that's how I feel about it. And
yeah,
Jade will go on to beat Tiffany at SummerSlam.
yeah. No, and then obviously moving back to kind of like the first match again. What is next for Becky again? As we kind of went down the road of like maybe someone can return and confront Becky because again, let's say for example that if Saraya or AJ Lee returned last night and then Naomi cashed in, those talking points would have clashed and it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
So it's either one or the other.
No,
But well,
it's like, as we said, what is next for Becky? Like, Stephanie Valkyrie. No, she's going to Clash in Paris
yeah,
to either fight Jade or fight Naomi.
yeah. Could it be real? Rhea has now lost another championship match. Now is she down the pecking order? And now she could go and challenge Becky because again, last night them three women put the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the map. And what other way to put it on the map even more and to elevate the women's IC title even more is to have someone like Rhea go after it.
See, I'd like to see Rhea go after it, but I don't see it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, it could be a clash in Paris match.
Could be. Yeah, because the way I see SummerSlam going, I know you said you didn't want to see it like early as this morning. I can see it going to be a triple threat match between Naomi, Rhea, and Dio, and Naomi
Yeah.
retaining.
Yeah. I think Rhea will crash out tonight. Rhea and Io are definitely going to have something to say tonight. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cohen. Yeah, Cohen said I predicted there was going to be a women's cash in at Evolution.
Yeah.
We sort of predicted it as well. It was either going to be like a return or a cash in, but we thought that Naomi was going to cash in on Tiffany.
Virus says Naomi shows up tonight. I hope Naomi opens the show. Yeah.
You told me knowing the no to what? Like I've never said there was never going to be a cash in.
Do you think I know she's still bleeding? Probably. No, but yeah. Again, someone said it in the chat. Who said it in the chat? So I can. AJ. She said Bailey and Lyra will feud now, and yeah, I agree. I thought Bailey and Lyra will start feuding, and then Becky will go on to feud with someone else. But yeah, okay. Is there anything else you want to say about that match, triple threat match?
No, not really. I think you're right. It'll be Bailey, Lyra, and I think some people will return tonight. And
AJ says, I'm saying this, but I hope the US Championship is at SummerSlam. Yeah, all the championships will probably be defended at SummerSlam because it's 2 nights.
yeah,
And then what was next? It was the Women's NXT Championship, I believe. We go with that anyway.
hang on. Monotone Stories. Do you sell kitchen roll? I don't sell kitchen roll, but I know who sells amazing scented bog roll. That's Charlie. Click on Charlie. Go onto our shop. Scented bog roll. Was it 79 for £19 something?
Yeah, let me find it. There it is. 72 toilet rolls for 20 quid.
If you go on to Charlie's live, I think she's just put it up on her live.
Yeah, I'll put it up and pinned it for you. Also, can we talk about Lester's new gimmick? We can once we get there, PJ.
So the women's NXT match. I'm gonna let you do all the talking for this because I'm still like not feeling that.
Yeah, I mean it's not that well, I don't really know much. I don't really watch NXT as such. I kind of the way I keep up with NXT, it's more social media sites.
Yeah, I don't even do that.
Yeah. So basically, JC Jane was defending her title, the NXT Women's title, against Jordan Grace, and I thought that this was the time. Monotone, it is in the shop. If you click on my shop, the toilet roll should be there and pinned. Do you like WCW? I wasn't really around at that time. I haven't really seen much of it.
I prefer ECW.
I think it was kind of a filler match as they needed NXT. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was definitely a match filler, but I still think it was a great match.
Yeah, it. We're not saying that it was a bad match. All we're saying is that we don't really watch NXT, so we didn't really know much of the storyline and what's going on. But yeah, as PJ stated, Blake Monroe did turn on her teammate Jordan Grace, and then cost her cost her the chance of winning the NXT Championship. And yeah, JC Jane defended really. Again, solid match, but we just don't really. You should watch the old Nitros and pay-per-views around the time of NWO, Nash and Hallway. I've seen bits, like I've seen clips and that. And then what was it the tag titles of? Well, what was it the tag titles?
Yeah, it was the tag titles after that. Then after that, it was the Battle Royal.
No, it was Jade and then the Battle Royal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, women's tag team championships. Jazzle, what was your thoughts?
I loved that. Absolutely loved it. Like
Jazzle, Monotone asked if you liked WCW.
WCW. So I don't remember WCW as much as I remember ECW.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think the women's tag team championship absolutely cooked. That at the ending where somebody was gonna spear Alexa Bliss. I can't remember was it,
Zyla or something like that.
and Charlotte just pulled her out of the way, and she speared her own partner.
Yeah.
And it's just the
Oh,
look they gave each other
yeah.
afterwards.
And it was kind of like a mother-daughter moment where Charlotte's got her arms around Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss looking up at Charlotte, and Charlotte's like, "It's alright, I got you."
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't think I was gonna say this before, but now I've seen it. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Like, I weren't here for it as much as I was
yeah.
before that match happened.
Favorite ECW wrestler? Mine has to be RVD or
Mm,
Sabu. And proper ECW, I say Sabu.
Sabu, I liked Chris Jericho when he was at ECW.
It was rude. AJ's still not happy about the result. Um, yeah, no, this match absolutely cooked. And my favourite part, we have to have a special mention of the entrance of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Because Charlotte's Flair whole robe covered Bliss, and then Bliss walked through like she's walking through a curtain, and then she looks at Bliss, throws the lily at her, and then she's like, "No, I just throw Lily at her." Then she grabs Lily back, and then she walks off, and they're both kind of laughing. Charlotte's broke character, and they're
Yeah,
both
the
like,
fact they both broke character, it was absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I never thought I'd see this side of Charlotte Flair.
yeah,
Like,
no,
we saw her soft side, we've seen her playful side, which I don't think we really ever saw.
yeah, no, I
And
feel like, go on, carry on.
and I think the fact we've now seen that has just drawn me more and more into them
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, AJ says I like Charlotte like this. Yeah, no, me too. Like, if Charlotte stays this kind of play, I'm here for this tag team. I was before because I'm like, this is so weird that I'm intrigued. Like, Charlotte Bliss and Charlotte Bliss? Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss tag teaming together? Like, what? But then, they're what they did last night again, kind of like I wouldn't say comedy, but again there was character breaks, and
Yeah.
again like you mentioned, that moment where Charlotte did save Alexa. 'Cause you're like, is Charlotte going to really care?
The old Charlotte wouldn't have.
That's what I mean.
I was shocked for Naomi, Chris. We will get to that part. We will get to that part because me and Charlie, we're still getting our heads around it.
Yeah, like because I was thinking, is Charlotte gonna really care? And like you said, the old the the old Charlotte wouldn't have cared. She would have let Alexa Bliss get speared and take the pin, and she would have walked off and gone, "I'm done." But yeah, I'm did that filter. Well, since Bliss got with Charlotte Flair, they've been acting more faces. Yeah, but
I
I
think,
agree.
yeah, no, I think it has been a bit facey, hasn't it? And I think I've always preferred Bliss as a face than a heel.
Yeah,
And that's coming from somebody who likes heels more.
yeah.
The
No,
Fatal Four Way
this tag team.
thought could have been better. Okay, Chris, what would you have liked to see to make this tag team better or this match?
Now Bliss is much darker as a heel. Yeah, she is. But yeah, the result didn't go pretty much how people kind of expected and wanted it. I know there's a few people in the chat that didn't like how the match ended in terms of who won, and that is the Judgment Day, Roxanne and Raquel retaining the titles.
Yeah, like when it comes to the women's tag team championships, I'm normally pretty meh about it because that's how WWE are. They're like, oh, it's only a tag team show. Oh, we'll forget about it next week. We won't
Yeah,
bother doing this. We'll forget about you know the women's tag division for a couple of weeks. You know, and it feels like that's what they've done with Evolution over the last couple of weeks. They've gone meh, and the fact they've just come in and done what they've done
yeah,
without, you know, setting up a brawl or, as we said last week, oh, I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win.
yeah.
You
I mean,
know,
in terms of WWE treating Evolution as kind of like murder is something that I would like to discuss after on
yeah.
something that Triple H said in the post conference.
Do you know what? I think I switched it off halfway through, just kept rambling on and rambling on. And I was sitting there for like 10 minutes going, I want my cigarette, I want my cigarette, I want my. And he's still talking, still talking. And I just switched it off. I was like, do you know what? I've had enough.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I really thought that Roxanne would have cost the title, so then Raquel could be pissed at Roxanne, and then when Liv does come back, she could be pissed too, and that's a more of a divide of the Judgment Day. Like Liv can come back like, oh, I don't like her because she lost me my tag titles, and
I think we could still see that. I still, I still feel either Bliss and Charlotte or the Kabuki Warriors at SummerSlam, whatever they WWE decide to which team to like put in at SummerSlam, I still feel like Roxanne could still cost the Judgment Day the women's tag team titles.
yeah.
Okay, they got lucky last or this morning. They retained, but I do feel that Roxanne will cost them still
Yeah.
further down the line. And when Liv does come back, I think we will see a rivalry between Liv and Roxanne.
Yeah, definitely. I thought I will see that as well, Liv versus Roxanne. Alright then, up next was Jade versus Naomi, and I know that we touched on it a little bit. Jade had a special guest referee as well.
I mean, I enjoyed the match at some parts. I felt Naomi carried Jade. I know we talked about that at that. It was 90% Jade. Sorry, 90% Naomi, 10% Jade, and for for Jade to win that match with how the match was going, I don't think it made any sort of sense.
I think it does when I put it like this. It makes sense because of Jade winning, just for the fact that Jade is already 1-0 against Naomi because Jade beat Naomi at WrestleMania. Now, again, a lot of people don't want to see Jade versus Naomi. It's some people like think it's boring and we've had enough. So with that being said, if Naomi then won, it would have been 1-1, so they needed that third match. With Jade winning last night, it's now 2-0, the feud is done. And now we can move on. Hence what happened with the main event, and now probably Jade will go on to Tiffany, and Naomi will go over to Raw and do her own thing.
Yeah.
So when you put it like that, it did kind of make sense, but I agree. Like, 'cause I even said it once Jade won, I was like, are we really doing that? That was all Naomi, and then Jade hits 2 moves, and
No, I know. It's just like normally when someone's so dominating, they go on to win the match.
yeah.
I'd have rather it have been like 50-50, like the main event that was so 50-50.
Yeah.
And yeah, to sort of like take away that feud, it does make sense. Naomi
Yeah.
goes to over to Raw, splits them two up. Thank God.
Also, is there more between Jade and Bianca? Because if you look back at them that match, there was no reason for Bianca to be involved. She didn't get involved in the match. She wasn't the Jade and Naomi wasn't bothered that she was there. Like, cause normally like when there's a special guest referee, something like when Bianca Belair, you know, a special guest referee Io and Rhea, and when Seth special guest Drew and CM Punk. Like they would get hit and that would be it. Oh, you're in the way, blah blah, and they would bicker and argue. Or again, there would be like a 2 count, and the wrestler would get into like the referee's face, like special guest referee's face, and be like, oh, like blah, you're counting too slow, blah blah blah. There was none of that between Bianca Belair, Jade, and Naomi. So why was she there?
No, exactly. Like I love it. We get this, special guest referee. I'm going back to like Wade Barrett versus CM Punk and John Cena's a special guest referee, where he rings the bell and he'll slap one, he'll slap the other, push, push. Then there'll be like a pin, and John Cena just randomly slides out. He'll be
Yeah.
signing autographs and going, "Oh, was I meant to do a count?" And he'll
Yeah.
go back in. And I'm all for that, and we just didn't see it.
Yeah, we're talking about Jade versus Naomi versus Bianca Belair. We're talking about why Bianca Belair was there. Yeah, and again, there was none of that because when Bianca Belair was special guest referee for Io and Rhea, Io accidentally hit Bianca Belair. Belair fell out the ring. Rhea had Io won, and there was a commotion of, oh, you wasn't there, I should have won. And then Belair's like, well, she hit me, so I fell out, so blame her. And there was just like triangle of
Yeah.
blame.
I think I have to agree. Like there was
That's
absolutely
what
no
we're talking
reason.
about, PJ. Why was she there?
Like unless she was going to get involved, like we thought she was going to be, like
Yeah.
either help Naomi win or help Jade win, and we saw none of that. So what was the point? You might as well just have Jessica go in and ref the
Yeah.
match.
And that's the thing, there was a bit of a side eye of Bianca Belair when she did hold Jade's arm for the win. They both kind of looked at each other and we both just went, is this it?
Yeah,
Nothing happened and it was like, oh, fair enough. Hey, I'm
like
not complaining about Bianca Belair being a special guest referee as long as she isn't in the title picture.
who said that?
PJ.
Like, I wouldn't mind her being in the title picture. I'm not going to say she's like one of the best champs, but maybe for a short period of time, she is a good champion.
Yeah,
I know there's some people
when
who don't
she's a
like her.
champion, the novelty wears off very, very quickly.
Like, I think maybe like, how do I put it? Another like female wrestler like being pushed in your face, like when
Yeah,
she first came in, maybe put a lot of people off. Because I know they tried to do that with Cody.
yeah. PJ says, no, Jazzle, she's a great champion, but she's had enough WrestleMania title moments. Let someone else have the title. Uh,
I mean,
let
well,
someone else have the titles. Yeah, but here's where it gets a bit difficult.
how many WrestleMania moments has the Undertaker had? How many WrestleMania moments has Triple H had? How many WrestleManias moments has John Cena have or has over the past 20, 30 years?
it's not
And
that as
Bianca's
well,
only
right?
had
Of
a
what
couple.
PJ says of let someone else have the title first, they did, right? Um, the difference is there are Hall of Famers and fan favorites. But
There
here's
are
the
some
thing,
fan
right?
favourites for Bianca.
I give you a perfect example of someone saying, like you said, pushing new people into her face isn't new much, and PJ saying, let someone else have the title. Stephanie Valkyrie last night. She's great. Again, fan favorite. Everybody loves her. She's amazing in the ring. But again, let someone else new have it. Stephanie Valkyrie won the Battle Royal, and now people are like, "Oh, why is she always in her face? Why are they pushing her?" But yeah, but give it to someone new. They are, but you're complaining.
The thing with Stephanie Valkyria, I don't feel like they're pushing her in her face as much as they did with Bianca, Cody, or if they are, I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. There's the difference. That is a prime example of give it
Yeah,
to someone new, but they're pushing it into our faces, and it is very difficult because I feel like with WWE fans, you you can't make everybody happy.
no, that is so true. That I've never heard anything so like close to the truth.
Let's say Alexa Bliss has 16 manias, 12 titles, and in a title match against Liv, right?
Yeah,
Let's say Alexa Bliss has 16 WrestleManias and was undefeated. My WrestleMania favorite, my Alexa is my favorite, but I do think people who constantly get titles are boring all the time. Yeah, and that's why again, Becky Lynch, she's great. Rhea, she's great. But as soon as they're in the title race, oh, Rhea Hogan, Becky Hogan, and again, it's you can't make everybody happy, and that's why I'd say just sit back and like people say, oh, I'm sick of being, I'm sick. For example, I'm sick of Becky having the title. I'm sick of Rhea having the title. Oh, here's a new brilliant superstar with Stephanie Valkyrie. Yeah, but you're pushing her into my face too much. I don't like her.
yeah.
Like
What are WWE supposed to do?
exactly, because they're giving you the best of both worlds. Oh, Rhea's my favorite. Have her champion. They put the title on there. Oh, Rhea Hogan. Oh, we
Yeah,
want
no, that
someone
is a
new.
prime example.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
want someone new. Okay, you want this person pushed. We've pushed that person to the moon. Now they're champion. Now you're calling her Rhea Hogan. Because all through Rhea's Judgment Day moment, put the title on her. Have her beat Charlotte Flair. They did that. Oh, okay, great. And then they're like, oh, she had to relinquish the title. She had to relinquish the title because of an injury.
oh, push Liv, give Liv the title. Yeah, no, it's a never-ending story.
Yeah, they did that. Fair enough. Again, and then when Liv was champion as well, oh, give the championship to Rhea. She never lost it. She deserves it back. They give Rhea the championship back. Oh, she's Rhea Hogan. Blah, blah, blah. Make her drop it. They drop it. They drop it. And now Io's champion. Oh, we want someone new. We want someone new. Okay, here's
Yeah,
Stephanie Valkyrie. She's a new exciting talent, but she's in my face too much. I don't like her.
yeah, no, that is a prime example
So,
how
so
fans are.
well,
What are
Chelsea
you meant to
is
do?
underrated. She is. I love Chelsea. The only reason I didn't like Liv as champion was the Judgment Day. Sorry, yeah, no, I feel that her reign was perfect. No, Liv as champion was great. But yeah, um, So where can WWE draw that perfect line of giving everyone what they want? They can't.
No, exactly.
Um. So yeah, no. I again, back to the point. I don't know why. I don't know why Bianca Belair was there. There was a little bit of a side eye of each other, but that was it.
Yeah.
And then the co-main event was the battle royal. By switching Dom from Rhea to Liv to Roxanne is getting boring and confusing. I've always said this. I don't think Raquel and Dom will turn on Liv.
No, I don't personally see that. I think when the feud starts to happen between Liv and Roxanne, I think they may be divided. Like, not divided as such. Like, what do we do? Whose side should we take?
Yeah. Is that a sign that that Bianca is gonna persuade Jade? No, I feel like it's just a sign of saying it's over. Like there was kind of like a little nod to say, yeah, like well done. I thought it's over. Yeah, no, I thought, yeah, like you said, I feel like when Liv and Roxanne do start feuding, I feel like there are going to be moments where Dom's going to be like, shouldn't I turn on Liv? But I don't think he will.
Yeah, and I think it'll be the same with Roxanne as well. Do I turn on Roxanne now she stepped up? So it's gonna be
Bianca Belair I believe that she was just making sure that Naomi was okay. Obviously, she went head first through a table and her nose was busted. So I feel like she was just making sure that she was okay. It's Finn. He's
no, absolutely, because that's a referee. That's her job.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Finn is stirring the pot.
No,
And I feel like Liv knows that, and that's why there is that bitterness and
no,
awkwardness.
because that's what Finn does. He stirs the pot. He done it with Liv and Rhea. He stirred
Yeah,
the pot.
yeah. But yeah, the battle royal. Again, a little bit of disappointment because Saraya or AJ didn't turn up. But again, we was just kind of saying if it happens, fantastic. If it doesn't, then so be it. But again, now that we learned what happened in the main event, it kind of makes sense on why they wouldn't bring them back in the battle royal.
Yeah.
Liv believes everyone is equal as leaders, but Finn wants to lead. Yeah, and that was the same reason why the original Judgment Day split up because Finn wants control. He wants the championships all to himself, whereas everyone like Damien and Rhea saw everyone as equals. It's the same thing. Yeah. Sorry, Jazzle. Yeah, after learning what happened in the main event, it makes sense on why they wouldn't bring Saraya or AJ back because of what happened in the main event.
Yeah, like they've obviously had it planned for quite a while. What was going to happen? Like Saraya and AJ Lee, they're not contracted to like AEW, WWE, or any other wrestling companies.
Yeah.
I know Saraya has come out and said there's no talks, and was sort of like me, especially like, are you just saying that to like trick people?
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
To be fair, I haven't seen anything of AJ. I think AJ's just taking. I think AJ's just ignoring everything, and fair enough. Paige has openly said, right, I I would if WWE contact me, fair enough, I will go back. But at the minute, one, WWE hasn't contacted me, and or I haven't contacted WWE. There's been no contact, and two, I don't see myself at the minute. I don't see myself in any storylines. I don't think WWE and the woman need me. That's her words.
See, I'm a bit divided. I think they do, but they don't.
I don't think they need her to elevate the women's division like they probably would have 5, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now we just need her because maybe in the women's division we are crying out for something new.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it.
No, I feel exactly the same. Like, they don't need her. Like, as we said, for the women's division. Like, obviously now they've brought out the women's intercontinental championship. They've brought out the women's United States championship.
Yeah.
Becky's pretty much got like no one else to face now.
Yeah. And that's it. That's what we kind of said last night. That now Becky's won. What is next for Becky? And again, Becky can be in the ring. Becky can be in the ring gloating. Yeah, I'm the greatest women's intercontinental champion. I have no one left to face. And then we hear Paige's theme song, and she falls down, and she's like, yeah, like, and they start feuding, heading to SummerSlam.
Which would be absolutely amazing. And I think the pop would be so big.
Yeah,
Like,
and again, maybe have them in Clash of Paris because again, they're both two European wrestlers as well. Have them wrestle in Europe for a woman's title.
no, absolutely, because there's a lot of dream matches for both Saraya and AJ.
Yeah,
Like Tiffany versus Saraya, Rhea Ripley versus Saraya. Like, who's not gonna want that?
yeah, exactly. And like I said, the pop you'll get when you hear like the pages scream, and then
Yeah.
like, but yeah. Speaking of Clash of Paris. Stephanie Valkyrie wins the Battle Royal to head to face the A champion. Who would you like her to face in Paris?
Ooh, that is a difficult one. I think I'm leaning. If Jade doesn't beat Tiffany, like I think that she is going to beat Tiffany, I'd like to see Stephanie versus Tiffany.
Yeah.
I want Naomi to keep that title for like at least a while.
Yeah. No, because now it's different because it's like obviously the main event happened, Naomi's now champion, so you're like we want her to keep that title forever because she deserves
Exactly,
it.
like
But then
Like-
you're like, I kind of want Stephanie Valkyrie to be champion, but I kind of want Tiffany to be champion as well. And
no,
then,
I've always said, like, I think I said it last night. How long has Tiffany been champion? She's been champion for about 7 months now.
yeah, I said until Mania, yeah, I think so.
She's conquered Charlotte Flair, and she's conquered Trish Stratus. I think she's proved herself to be a top woman in WWE. I
Yeah.
think it's now time to hand the belt over to someone like Stephanie.
Yeah, no, again, I feel like I don't, For me, I'm not Jade's biggest fan. So for me, having Jade beat her at SummerSlam, yeah, I think it would be a good moment. And it would be great. But again, I feel like it's hard because you want everyone to be champion.
I mean, I think this is where like WWE have ruined it for us by cashing on the world's title and not waiting until SummerSlam.
The thing is, I don't think it's necessarily ruined it for us. Again, it's made it
It's really,
unpredictable.
no,
Like,
it really has.
and like I said to you, was it earlier or last night? Now it's blown everything open. Where you're like, right, what is next? And
Yeah,
again, who is Stephanie Valkyrie challenging? Because then, again, if Io retained or Rhea won, it's like, okay, yeah, Stephanie versus Io or Rhea. All right, yeah, that's fine. Sweep it under the rug. And then we're still going to go, oh yeah, Naomi's cashing on Jada SummerSlam to ruin her moment, especially after she lost to Jade again.
yeah.
So, but now Naomi's cashed in on Io. It's kind of like, well, now we're like, well, what is next? Who is Stephanie facing? What's going to happen with Jade and Tiffany now? And I love that.
No, I do because when we're thinking like a couple of months ahead, it's like, oh right, we knew this was going to happen. We're all for it. But now, as you said, WWE has put a spanner into the works. They've done the unthinkable.
Because again, with SummerSlam, it's meant to be, it's meant to be like the biggest show of the summer. It's the second pay-per-view after Mania. But then when Naomi cashes in on Jade, we'll both be kind of sitting there and be like, oh yeah, well, we knew that was coming. It didn't have the same effect that it did last night, where we're like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So again, like, I love the fact that WWE's put the spanner in the works and blown this whole thing open, because now it opens more conversations.
No, it really does.
But yeah, Stephanie wins the battle royal. Now, we've been probably talking about this all podcast, but now it is time for the main event. And we could be here forever.
No, we really should. Like, how long until Raw starts? 1, 2, 3, 4,
We will
6 hours. We can talk about this.
probably be here until Raw.
No, we really would be.
But yeah, firstly, the main event was Rhea versus Io Square, obviously for the Women's World Championship. But taken away from what happened and Naomi cashing in, just that match alone.
Yeah.
And again, I was saying to you earlier, and I was saying to you last night as well. I was like, when the referee got knocked down and Rhea hit the riptide, and there was no ref, and we was all counting up to like 10. Rhea should have been champion, and I went, no, again.
No, exactly.
It's
There,
happening.
there has been so many moments in that match where Rhea's going to win it.
Yeah,
Rhea's going to retain.
yeah,
And I think how like Jessica got knocked out of the ring. It's sort of gone, well, what's going to happen?
yeah.
Like,
And, yeah, like, and there was a moment where Rhea was gonna go for the riptide at the top rope, and I was like, no, Io's gonna reverse it and do what she did to win it, and like the match was just insane.
yeah, the way they took it into the crowd and
That dive off the ledge,
perfect, absolutely perfect.
and then like there was a moment where like Rhea was laying on the concrete stairs, and Io's like stamping on her and things like that, and like
See,
that.
one of my highlights was, I think it was very early in the match, where Io was taunting her, You know, then like 10 minutes later down the line, we had done it back,
Yeah.
and Io Sky was having the match of her life.
She really was.
She really was.
The way she celebrated the DDT, she reversed Rhea's move into the DDT. She's laying on the floor and she sits up and goes.
Yeah, look what I just did. You know, and I'm absolutely here for it. Like,
Like we were both saying, she just has so much fun when she wrestles, man, and it is such a joy to watch.
I'm gonna say this because I've never been like a big fan of EO before what happened at the main events,
Yeah.
and now do you know what? I absolutely love EO. You know, that was pure entertainment.
Again, like AJ said, the main evented.
No,
Like,
exactly.
even taking away the Naomi cash in like that, even if it was normal and Io retained or Rhea won, we were both like they got a stand. They got a standing ovation when they were
Absolutely, yeah.
in the ring. And again, this is wrestling.
Mm.
Like, and again, like I said earlier, if this isn't a cry out to give Evolution a once a year spot, I don't know what else the woman needs to do.
No, exactly, and that show is easily show of the year for me.
Again, I think a lot of people agreed that it was better than it was definitely, but it was better than Mania.
No, it really was. There was no, as we don't like using this word, bodge ups. There was no rushed matches. It
Exactly,
just flowed.
it just
Like,
flowed naturally, and it was
like Mania, like they seem to like doing, you know, speedy matches. You know,
yeah.
get it over and done with quickly.
Yeah,
They like to,
because it's Mania, they're trying to squeeze in every person on the card, and they're again, like I said, there's too many matches, and they're rushing it through, and then because they're on a time schedule as well, obviously we know that matches are always timed, but because they're like, right, you have 10 minutes, they're trying to fit in all of these moves to stand out at WrestleMania, and it doesn't really work sometimes.
I mean, like they're live on Netflix. It's not like they're on like Sky Sports where there's a show to start at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's hurry up. Let's get to the next show. Like they're on Netflix. They can go live as long as they want.
Like
What
someone
is the
said,
point?
AEW was like 9 hours, close to 9 hours.
No, exactly.
Do I want to see him watch a 9 hour wrestling fight? Particularly not, but I would if that means that the matches run as smoothly as it did at Evolution.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'd rather.
Um, but yeah,
Something else she needs to edit now.
I don't see WWE going 9 hours. No, I don't. But again, if that means every match runs smoothly and the wrestlers have time to put in a good match and keep us entertained, I'm happy for it to do so.
I mean, like they've never gone 9 hours before, but they have gone 7.
Yeah,
If you remember, before all this lockdown stuff happened, WrestleMania was one night and it was a 7-hour show.
yeah.
Last night was pure cinema. Absolutely, AJ. Agree with you there.
People already complain Raw and SmackDown are at 1 a.m. That'll be taking us to 10 a.m. And then put as a special start time. Yeah, again, that match, if that match definitely put, like, there are a few matches that put women's wrestling on the map, but that match there, if you didn't watch that match and thought that was a great match, you're just a woman hater. I'm sorry, that match was incredible.
I think I'd say the same for the whole show.
The whole, yeah,
If people say, "Oh, that show was a bit mid," then yeah, you're a woman hater.
yeah. But yeah, the surprise of the night. Ian hit the Spanish fly onto Rio. They was both down and out. And then Naomi comes in, she cashes in, and now Io is now our world champion.
Wow.
What a moment, fully deserved.
No, it really was.
Again, it
I don't think I can still get my head around or process what happened.
yeah. No, and I feel like everyone's reaction's the same. Like I watch like Santi Saps, Conman, Weezy Bond's reactions, and they're all the same. No one was expecting it because everyone thought that Naomi was cashing in on the day.
No, exactly. Like when I said, like, surely Naomi, this is time for you can hear it on our video. We're saying surely Naomi should be coming down to the ring,
Yeah.
and seconds later, boom, her music hits, and both of us were like, "What the fuck?"
No, it's just the pictures AJ are putting in my chat. It's just me holding alcohol down.
No, in it.
And then and then the baby picture of me. But yeah, no one expected it, and
I
what
think I think the fact no one expected it made the show so much better.
yeah, I mean again we said that Evolution was kind of crying out for a talking moment. I feel like Io and Rhea did that with that main event alone. But
But
adding
boy,
that,
cashing in,
yeah.
what a talking point that is.
Yeah. And after that, we kind of looked at each other and went, now we understand why Saraya and AJ are not coming back tonight. Because of that moment.
Yeah, because that moment would have taken away AJ's and Soraya's moment.
Yeah, exactly. And as deserved, all eyes are now on Naomi. We're all talking about Naomi.
Yeah, and I think within minutes, was it AJ or somebody who came in to my live and said Naomi's trending on X, and that was like within 5 minutes
Yeah,
of the show being over.
yeah,
And there's us two still sitting here going, wow.
yeah. We couldn't say anything else. We were
No,
so shocked and speechless, and it was just kind of like all we could say was, "Wow!"
no, literally. I, I think I struggled to process what happened.
You
And
posted another sticker, did you? I got the same sticker of just me holding the jug of alcohol.
Chelsea the new goalkeeper. Brendan, we'll talk about Chelsea afterwards. Can you still get her money in the bank? I think you can. If you go onto the Euro store, it should still be there. I think there's still like loads of sale. Like I went on it yesterday just to double check to see like because I saw like Naomi's glow up in the dark.
I can't see it, AJ. There's nothing there for me to accept or anything.
And just to see if if I bought it, would it glow in the dark? But like,
I need a caution sign, glow in the dark championship now.
ooh, I don't know how they do it. How are they
It
going to do it?
kind of like her briefcase or her ring gear, like the strap itself be like a caution tape. And then like the strap will say like caution, like her ring gear and her
Are they,
briefcase.
right. Are they not going to retire the women's world championship, but are they going to give Naomi her own special glow in the dark women's title?
I hope so. I hope so. I mean I would hope so because she deserves it and I love Naomi. But then people were crying out for Tiffany to have a pink belt, but she hasn't got that. So well, I don't know.
No, like we've seen so many like personalized belts. We've seen, was it Daniel Bryan and his
Bray Wyatt with the Fiend belt.
yeah. We've seen Edge with the spinner belt.
Yeah.
We've seen John Cena's with the United States belts back in the day. That spinner.
Oh yeah.
I would I would love to see Naomi have her own belt,
I would as well.
and I think Tiffany. I think she should have got her own belt as well. And I feel the same with John Cena. You know, do like a one-off, spinner belt for John Cena. Not like it was like between 2005 to 2011. Something completely new that they know that's going to sell.
Yeah.
Please look at my message. Let's have a quick look. Give me a minute. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I agree. Charlie's still there? Yes, she is. She's moving. She's frozen.
Yeah, no, I was going through some messages. Um, but yeah, I really want to really kind of quickly touch on what Triple H shared during the post show. I can't quote it word for word, but he kind of went along the lines of he didn't feel like evolution was needed because the women main event and Shield show on a regular basis. Or something like that. Those along the line. I'm sitting there thinking there was a time 2, 3 years ago that or like that from each show from Raw, SmackDown and NXT that WWE only had 14 minutes worth of women's wrestling. And you're telling me you're still sitting there saying that they didn't need evolution.
Mm.
And again, if evolution didn't put women's wrestling in on the map now, I really don't know what else they have to do.
No, exactly. Like, I feel bad for people. Like, even the men when they win the Royal Rumble. Like Jay, he won the Royal Rumble. Who won the Who won the women's?
Who did win?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Like, the winner of the Royal Rumble main events WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Who main evented WrestleMania this year? Was it Jay and Gunther? No. Was it Tiffany and Charlotte?
No.
No. So what is the point of
Yeah.
the winner of the Royal Rumble gets to main events WrestleMania when they don't even main event it?
Exactly.
Like, come on.
You just requested a sticker. If I after the pod, I would. It's the Liv Morgan mugshot. I'll have a look. I will. I will.
Brilliant. I think the only I'm correct, the only Royal Rumble winner of the female side who got to main event WrestleMania was Bianca Belair and Sasha
That's-
Banks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then ever since that,
Yeah, and again, when Rhea won the Royal Rumble and faced Charlotte, they didn't.
no, exactly.
Um,
Like, I think this is what they need to start doing. Like, by Royal Rumble, once that's finished, right, the main eventing.
yeah,
The women main events night one, the men main events night two, and
exactly,
we need to see more women main events.
exactly. And again, that's why we need evolution because again, that main evented and proved that women can put on a show.
Absolutely. I think we need evolution once, maybe twice a year, just
Yeah,
so women can have their spots.
yeah. I say once a year or once every 2 years.
I don't think every 2 years is enough.
Yeah, but you still get those people that words every year. Cons of women being in a male-dominated sports, sadly. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, but then you also get people like we did this year with WrestleMania. Oh, WrestleMania was shit.
Yeah,
Um,
because it was.
oh, it's shit every year. You know, it's something different.
Yeah.
You know, like
I can't remember 5 things that happened from WrestleMania apart from Stone Cold crashing his fucking bike into the crowd and the shit match between John Cena and Cody. It's all negative.
no, of course it is. And I think that is the problem. Like, I don't see a highlight that's
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah. Like, because again, one of the highlights, Jay winning his first world title, but that's dominated by the negative thoughts of it made Gunther look weak because he was
Oh, I
only
know.
2 seconds. You
Like,
know,
how long was that match? Like 5, 10 minutes?
10, 15, I think.
Like, that is worthy of like at least a 20, 30 minute match.
Exactly. It's WrestleMania for the title.
Like, come on, TKO, you're on Netflix. You can stream as little or as long as you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, give us a good show. Don't rush anything. Don't even think about but people have been wanting to go home, this, that, and yet other. As long as you put a good show on, people won't care. People will be focusing on the show.
Yeah. No, but AJ, Cody and Roman main evented 2 years in a row. Three, they main evented WrestleMania 3 times. The first match they had when Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, and then the second match when Cody Rhodes won the Rumble and chose Roman when he was meant to choose Steph, and then also the tag match between Cody, Steph, and Roman and The Rock. They've made, and again, those matches,
Were brilliant.
they were, but again, why does a tag match between Roman Reigns, The Rock, and Cody and Steph need to be the main event? The main event is the
No,
night.
I
The
see what
next
you mean.
night. Do you know
No,
what I mean?
I see what you mean, but I think like with that, it's a talking point, isn't it?
It really is. But yeah, hopefully they
It gets,
will.
you know, the Rock's back. You know, it's getting involved. It's a talking point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Like again, the main event in
elimination
the next.
chamber.
That's what I mean. The main event in the next night. So have the tag match open the show the night before, because then the wrestlers can also get rest and are not so prone to injuries because they've only wrestled 10 hours before. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So yeah, it is a way to a talking point, but
Yeah, I just feel like the winners of the Royal Rumble should main event WrestleMania, and we should get that on both sides,
Yeah. I
not just
made a
the
Jazzle
men.
and AJ please be quiet photo. Oh god.
Charlie, please be quiet.
Oh god. I will approve them once I come off. But yeah, hopefully after last night, because again, it was better than WrestleMania. It was definitely better than Saturday Night Main Event. It,
Evolution skipped on main event Saturday night.
it really did. And again, bring it to once a year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but
Joe
yeah,
Hendry versus Randy. Oh, don't get
hopefully,
me started on that match. We'll be here for another half hour if you get me started on Joe Hendry versus Randy Orton.
uh, but yeah, and now I'm excited to tune in tonight. I woke up and I'm like, Raw's tonight. I'm
Yeah,
actually excited because I'm like, I want to hear from Naomi. I want to hear from Becky Lynch.
we want to hear what's next.
Yeah, I want to hear what Rio and Io has to say.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
both had that match won.
No,
Like,
no, they really did. Both of them at some point in that match had the other beat.
yeah. So it's kind of like, and now again, what's next for Rio? Because again, she's lost to Io Sky again.
Not technically, she didn't.
Not technically, no, but again, it's the same as the triple threat. It still counts as a loss towards Io Sky. The triple threat match between Bianca, Io, and Rio at Mania. And again, want to see what I don't want to see what Finn does. I don't. Just pull the trigger on him turning on Dom now, please. I'm over it.
Yeah,
But
I want to see
yeah,
that.
now I'm like, I can't wait. Like, I hate the fact that wrestling's at 1 a.m. and I have to
Not,
stop
I
until
know.
4 o'clock. Well, I'm excited to do that tonight. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
Raw. Like, and I haven't felt like that probably since the Netflix debut.
Oh, talking about tonight. I think I don't know if you watched the whole Triple H segment.
Uh,
Um, Seth Rollins was supposed to have an MRI scan today. So
I
whether he,
no, I've seen that.
yeah, okay.
Hopefully, we'll get more right answers tonight.
See, I'm now thinking. I'm not obviously. I don't wish any injuries on anyone, but I'm sort of hoping that he is injured for a little bit, so we can
Yeah,
get that Bron Breaker sort of grabbing that briefcase, cashing it in himself. I'm
yeah,
hoping that's the way they're gonna go.
yeah,
Bring Seth back in and be like, well, you know,
yeah,
you cashed in my money in the bank. That's
yeah,
cool. Hand it over.
yeah.
I want to see it.
Expected in Rio, and then no one expected Rio to kick out from the over the moonsault when she as well. Like,
There's been like two or three like when Eo's pins Rhea, when Rhea's pins Eo. I was
yeah.
like, that's it, it's over. Surely.
And but my favorite thing about the whole thing was there's videos of the women. I think I don't know if they're at a place or they're just on a coach or something traveling back, but they're all together. They're dancing and celebrating the show they put on, and that's what I love the most. Like,
Oh, I had forgotten about that match. You know,
what's that?
that's Battle Royal, isn't it? Tonight, men's Battle Royal.
It's a gauntlet match. I think it's Punk, Penta, LA Knight, and Braun.
Gauntlet match. Right, you're gonna have to. What is a gauntlet match?
I think they come in one like so. It will be.
I'll start off with two people. When one gets pinned, the other comes out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, I know what it is now.
yeah. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Actually, yes, there is.
Oh, let's go.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Um,
What a show.
what it, again? The woman did deserve the standing applause, standing ovation, the round of applause that they got because they put on an absolute clinic every single match.
If
And
that's not a statement saying women can wrestle just as good as men, I don't know what it
what
what is.
I loved as well, I think it was Jackie Redmond. She was on the panel with Biggie, and they was talking about it, and she was like, Jackie Redmond was talking about how much women's wrestling has changed. Like there was no bra and panties matches, and
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? Like there's no matches like that, and yeah, it's great. And
So, what is your score out of 10 for Evolution? I know what you're gonna say because I'm gonna say exactly the same thing.
10 out of 10.
Said it. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 5 stars. Like,
I'm gonna
it,
go as far as saying 6 stars.
yeah,
I'm gonna add a star because it was that great.
yeah. 10 out of 10, it was good, but wasn't better than the first one. It was better than the first one.
Oh, come on, PJ.
The first one was more meaningful because it was the first one.
Do you know what? I think after Coronation Street, I'm gonna watch the first Evolution,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna compare.
The only part that could compare with the first woman's evolution and the second evolution is the last woman standing match between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. Now
That's
it's
the
me.
first one that we actually got returns, but again, this is what we're saying, PJ. Evolution needed a talking point. We got that talking point with Naomi cashing in. Now, if we had returns, Saraya, AJ, and even Hall of Famers, that Naomi cash in would have taunted those returns because no one would have been bothered. Oh yeah, Stacey Keebler, Tori Wilson are in the Royal Rumble. What Naomi cashed in and changed the game and changed the landscape of wrestling now because what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was a bit like you, no returns. That why wasn't there even Hall of Famers? And, yeah, but again, the Hall of Famers would have meant nothing because Naomi cashed in and we still wouldn't be talking about those Hall of Famers. Yeah, like I said, yeah, Beth Phoenix, Stacey Keebler, Tori Wilson, Molly Holly, Michelle McCall, they all come in. But
Okay, but let's put it this way: who are people talking about at the moment? Trish Stratus and her WWE match, or Naomi cashing in? What's trending at the moment?
that's what I mean. If there's too much to talk about, nothing will get talking about because there's too much, if that makes sense.
Am I still watching NXT tomorrow? With how I feel today, I need to see how I feel tomorrow because I don't really feel like watching Raw tonight, but I have to.
What do you mean you don't feel like watching Raw tonight? I'm so excited for it.
No, so am I. But with the way I feel, I don't want to watch it.
The tiredness and yeah.
Exactly.
We had a long day yesterday.
So let's get Raw out of the way. Let me get some sleep after Raw. Let me wake up and see how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. All right then. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Yes, there is.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. No. All right then. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely. I will be live at
Yeah,
quarter to one.
yeah.
Charlie will be live when she wants to be. If she doesn't fall asleep,
No, I'm budget for us now. I promise.
don't fall
No,
asleep.
I will be live about 2:45, 10 to 1.
Yeah, because
Before.
I had to wake her up. Well, not wake her up for SmackDown, but she nearly fell asleep.
It was there. It was creeping.
Yeah, I was creeping slowly, and I got there in the nick of time.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tonight for Raw.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
Bye.